Oops, welcome back to another video. This time is gonna be a story time, okay? So let's just get into it. Follow my Instagram. I'll plug it at the end. Yeah, follow both. I have two, by the way. Okay, so let's hop in. I was in math class one day, 7th grade, which I'm only in 8th grade now, so it wasn't too long ago, maybe a couple months ago. And we're gonna call her Miss Teacher. It's my math teacher, and she was nice, she was pretty nice. If you like, my whole class was bad. Like, she even told us straight up that she hates our class because no one would listen, and just she hated our class. Everyone talked, no one would just shut up, listen, get through the 50 minutes that we had. And so she never really snapped, like full-blown yelled or anything like that. And this girl who, she lived to argue, okay? She lived to argue. Like, she would make up the weirdest stuff too. Like, she would say that, we live in some holographic world or something, and because there was too many threes in the room. So Miss Teacher was she was fed up with this girl by the end of the year. But it got worse when the teacher next door, like, he would scream at his students. He wouldn't even yell. He would full-blown scream at his students. And so he came in one day, right? He was friends with Miss Teacher. We're gonna call him Mr. Bernard because that's what she called him. So the girl behind me, the one who lived to argue, by the way, thought there was a advanced left and right way to do it. I don't know. She crazy sometimes. But Mr. Bernard comes in, and the girl behind me, this girl next to me, we're gonna call her Trisha, was sleeping, right? She always did. So the girl behind me goes, "Hi, Mr. Bernard," and that's not his name, right? That's not how you pronounce it, and that's not even close to how you say it. And she's trying to be friendly, and he just gives her the nastiest look. Like, he gives her the nastiest look. And then so I thought I didn't really see that nasty look. Everybody just stares at me and then gives that nod, like, oh, something's about to happen. And so she's just like, oh, okay. And then they talk, the teacher and Mr. Bernard, and Mr. Bernard starts walking out, and she's like, oh, so you're not even gonna say hi to me? And he turns around, bro, and I just look up, and his whole face just turns red. Bro, this kid looks like, when the Hulk turns green? Yeah, that's what Mr. Bernard looks like, except he turned red, alright? His muscles started tensing. He was about to go at her. And I was like, whoa there, chill, bro. And everybody just started laughing. And he looked at me, and he was like, he's shaking his head, like saying, trust me, you don't want a part of this. And I was like, oh, damn. And she's like, what? Like, she looks kind of scared. And then he goes, don't you fucking call me that. And he just starts swearing and yelling at her, bro. And then he's like, that's not my name, so why are you freaking calling me that? And I'm like, the girl next to me, Trisha, right? She's sleeping. right when he said, "Don't you fucking call me that," she immediately jumps up out of her seat. Bro, and she just has the weirdest, like, confused look ever. And the girl behind me is like, "I'm sorry, I just don't know your name. I don't know how to pronounce it." And he's like, "But I told you yesterday not to fucking call me that." And she's like, "Damn, you don't have to, yell at me or anything." And he's like, "Well, then why are you saying my name wrong?" And I was like, "What the fuck is happening, dude?" Like, at first, like, when his face turned red, I thought he was just joking, because I have a lot of teachers that yell but, like, are joking around and stuff. So at first, like, I'm used to that, so I thought he was joking. But then this teacher, right, he's full blown going at her, and she's like, defending herself, arguing back, and our Miss Teacher goes, "Just stop arguing with him. Stop. You're making it worse. Stop arguing with him." Blah 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 blah. Like, she's not gonna just shut up and let him sit there and basically swear her out. Like, no. And then this is where it gets good. So after he leaves, he just went full blown at her. She's still going on about it. She's roasting the shit out of him. I forgot what he says, or what she says. She says something about him, and all I remember is it was really funny, bro. And then she keeps talking, and then the teacher keeps trying to go on with the lesson. But this girl behind me isn't the type to just sit there and stand down. Like, she won't stop. And so she keeps talking. And then yeah, that's basically the end of that. And so yeah, this was a crazy story, the what the heck is this? Fast forward that. So yeah, this Trisha, the girl next to me, right? She's like, "Man, I was sleeping. What the fuck? I was sleeping." And Miss Johnson, or Miss Teacher's just like, "Go back to sleep." Like, she does not want any part of this, and she just goes back to sleep. And everything after that, the girl behind me was still roasting the shit out of this teacher, but everything was good, And yeah, so here you can follow my Instagram and my second and third account, right? And yeah, I put some quality memes here, like when you finally had enough of your autistic brother, so you decided to sell him to the local pedophile, and I got some pictures of me, and yeah.